Good morning, guys. This is Stinky the Fireman coming to you from my home station, Station 2. So the reason why we're doing the video is just like you guys are having to do videos and school and everything online and through different videos. So instead of me coming in for Fire Prevention Week and teaching at your school, we're going to do a video instead. So I thought if you guys are at home, I might as well come to my home fire station, Station 2, and show you around. And we're going to talk a little bit and highlight some of the different safety things that we've talked about and gone over through the years. Now, just like your house, we have big giant garage doors, and that is where we're standing. We're standing in our big giant garage, okay? So as you can see, we've got a couple of the trucks behind us, and this is our garage and our garage doors. All right, so come on in with me. Let's go check out the fire station. Now, just like at your house, we have different bedrooms, okay? Now, this first bedroom that we're going to show you, this is our captain. This is our boss. This is the one that makes all the decisions. So this is his room where he does all of his reports and where he sleeps. And oh man, he's in trouble. He forgot to make his bed this morning. Busted. So this is where the captain stays. Now, if you keep coming down the hall with me, just like at your house, you have a nice big living room, right? With couches and TVs and video games. Well, guess what? We have the same thing. We've got 3 couches because we usually have about 4 to 5 guys here at every time. And we got our Nerf guns out because we like to have some fun too. We like Nerf gun wars. And of course, we like watching movies and video games just like you. So we have all the same stuff that you have at your house, we have at our house. Now, we like to sit and eat as a family as well. So here is our kitchen table, okay? So again, just like at your house at home, we have all the same stuff here at the fire station, okay? So along with our table, what do we have? Oh, we have our kitchen, okay? So we have to cook all of our same meals and do all the same things just like you at home, okay? Now this year, our lesson this year is cooking up something safe in the kitchen. Now what that entails is about cooking safety, okay? So cooking safety, we don't want to be not safe and catch our house on fire or make different fires because we're not paying attention in the kitchen, okay? So a couple rules, okay? So first, arms out, about 3 feet away. Keep a safe distance away from whatever is hot or has flame. So in this case would be the oven. So that could be our first rule. Arms out, nice safe distance away, okay? Now the second thing to do is we don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff on our oven where we're cooking. So do you think it's a good idea to have all this stuff piled on our oven where we're cooking? No way. So what do we got to do? We got to take all this stuff and keep it away, okay? Keep it away from where we're cooking. Because if it catches on fire, that's a bad day, okay? So we don't want to leave our spoons, left in our pot that we're cooking on because that's going to cause a fire, okay? So keep everything away. Now, as you can see, at some point we did not keep the spoon close enough away and someone left it in the pot, and you can see that we burned it a little bit, okay? So that could have been bad news, all right? Now, if we're cooking on the stove, okay, do we want to have our handles hanging out like this? That way it's easy to knock them over? No way. We don't want our handles out. We want to keep our handles nice and inside so that we do not knock this pan that is hot, full of grease or whatever we're cooking on top of us, because then we'll get burned, okay? So make sure that you keep your distance away, okay? And you keep your surface clear of the oven, okay? Now, one thing that a lot of people don't know is over half of every fire that starts in houses start right here in the kitchen, okay? So it's super important that when you're in the kitchen, you pay attention to what you're cooking, okay? All right. Now, let's say that we are cooking, okay? Do we want to be distracted? Do we want to be playing our video games? Oh man, we're almost done with this next level of Minecraft. Oh man, I'm going to get it. No, we don't want any distractions. We want to pay attention and remember that we're cooking something on the stove so we don't catch anything on fire, okay? Now, if we do catch something on fire, what do we have in our houses that we should have in every room, especially your bedroom, in case a fire starts? Can we use our thinking caps and remember? You got it. Smoke detectors, right? Not pancakes on our ceiling, smoke detectors. We should have these in every single room, okay? Don't forget. And if you don't, road trip to Walmart to go buy these, okay? So when the smoke alarm is going off, it makes sounds like what? Beep, beep, beep. What is that telling us? Yep, you got it. That's telling us to get out, right? Now, do we stay on the couch and finish our movie? No way. Do we finish our next level of video games? No way. That means that we got to get out right now, okay? So if the smoke alarms are going off, we got to get out, okay? Now, once we get out, let me think. What is that number that we would call if we had an emergency? Can we think again? All right, you got it. You guys are smarty pants. 911. Now, when we call 911, are we calling that number because we're hungry and we need a pizza? No way. We have an emergency. And if the smoke alarms are going off, that means that there's smoke in the house, which means that there's fire. So we got to get out quick, okay? Now, once we get out, we have to get out and stay out, right? So yes, you are right. We got to get out and stay out, okay? Now, once we get outside, okay, we got to think before we get out. Our alarms are going off, okay? Now, what do we always got to think of? 2 ways out, right? 2 ways out of our house. So in this instance, we can use our back door, okay? Now, if we had to, we could go back down the hallway and go out our big garage door. That would be correct, okay? But today, we're going to use our front door, okay? So we're going to go out our front door. Now, let's think. We call 911. What's another thing that we need to learn? If we're a little bit older, if you're younger, you might not know it yet, but we got to start learning it, okay? Super important. Yep, you guessed it. What are these numbers, okay? Remember, every single house has these numbers on their house, and that is called your address, okay? Your address is what tells, when you call 911, it tells us the number of your house and how to get to your street. Okay, so for this, we have fire station number 2, and our address is 1490 Cherry Road, okay? So when I call that number, oh man, what was that number again? Yep, you got it, 911, okay? So you call 911, and they answer, and they say, hello, what is your emergency? You say, hi, I'm Fireman Stinky, and we have an emergency. There's a fire in our kitchen. And they're gonna say, well, where's it at? And then I say, what? Yep, you guessed it, 1490 Cherry Road. So now I tell them 1490 Cherry Road, and they get the fire trucks going to our station or our house where we have the fire, okay? Now, once we get out of our house, do we ever go back in? No way, because once we get out, we stay out. Yep, man, you guys are on it today, okay? So we get out and we stay out. And don't forget, we got to go to our magic meeting place, okay? Now, if you forget about your magic meeting place or you haven't made it yet, okay, remember, it can be any sort of place that your family wants for their magic meeting place. Now, it can't be the backyard, it's got to be the front yard, okay? Or somewhere towards the front, so that when the firemen get there, they can see you, okay? And they know that you're out safe. So your magic meeting spot could be a tree, it could be your mailbox, it could be your next door neighbor's tree, okay? That's where mine is for my family. Now, here at the fire station, our magic meeting spot is right over there, our nice flagpole, okay? So let's review a little bit, okay? So we weren't paying attention and we caught something on fire in the kitchen. Oh man, but our smoke detectors did our job and it set it off, which means that it told us to do our job, which means get out, okay? So we got out of our house and we're gonna stay out of our house. We're gonna remember that number that we would call 911, okay? Once we get out and we stay out, when we call 911, we tell them our address, okay? Remember, addresses are super important, so we told them 1490 Cherry Road, okay? Once we get out, we go to our magic meeting spot, okay? So walk on over to our magic meeting spot, okay? Now I hope that you guys have had fun today. I know it's a little bit different because we're having to do a video and I don't get to come to your school, but the message is the same. We gotta stay safe, okay? So if we're helping our moms and dads or our grandma, grandpas, Nino, Nina, whoever you live with, if you're helping them in the kitchen, make sure that they stay kitchen safe and that we don't have an emergency. But we're smart kids, and if we do, we're gonna know exactly what to do, okay? I hope you guys had fun. Thank you for hanging out with me, Stinky the Fireman. Remember, if you see me outside at Walmart or Target, come give me a high five or a hug, okay? Hope you guys enjoy it. See you next year, kids.